I'm very excited to do this show with you guys here on this webinar for two main reasons. One is, of course, that we're going to dive into the MagniLink One, 2. And yes, Kimberly, I will say a few words about that name. But the other main reason is, of course, that you that are on this webinar are the first people outside of LVI headquarters here in Sweden to actually see this next generation of the MagniLink One. And that's why we added the 2 into the name, because it's the second generation of the MagniLink One. The name MagniLink One the idea of the name came up because most of our products, or I would say all of them, are based on a modularized system so that you as a consumer, customer, reseller, whoever you are, can pick and choose some of the good stuff to build your product in the way you want to have it. That was not the case with the MagniLink One. We wanted to keep it as simple as possible, and that's why we came up with only one version for that product. And now, like I said, we added the number 2 into the name as well. So some people might think that's funny. I can do 2, but it's easy to remember. MagniLink 1, 2. Anyway, behind me here, you can see on the table 2 products. This one is called a MagniLink Vision, and here we have a MagniLink Zip. So you're actually not seeing the MagniLink One yet. And the reason is I wanted to share why we developed the MagniLink One. On this product, I will actually turn it around a little bit. It's quite heavy, it's quite large. It has a 23-inch monitor, 3 knobs, on, off, zoom in and out, and the contrast modes. It has an XY tray that I can move around my document or whatever I'm looking at underneath the camera. That's perfect for some people. We still sell and produce this product, and it's quite popular. We had a demand for a product similar to this, but portable. There were a couple of other requests, such as distance viewing, computer connectivity, battery operated, etc. That's when we came up with the MagniLink Zip, a foldable desktop CCTV where you can simply just grab the camera and point in any direction, and you will see where the camera is, what the camera is looking at on the display. So the MagniLink One, how come we added the product into this? Well, we wanted to take the simplicity from this one. Very simple, easy to use, few functions to make it just as simple as possible. But still, this body, or these functions more into this body. Because some people that like the simplicity of this one still wants to be mobile in their home, or maybe even being able to bring the product with them wherever they go, to the local library, to a class, to a friend, to the summer house. Could be, of course, anywhere. That's why we came up with the MagniLink One. And here it is. It's the 7.3-inch monitor product. I will put it next to the Vision and the Zip. You will see how easy it is to open it. I just grab next to the camera. I put some pressure with my other hand on the base. Now you heard a click. It's there on purpose, allowing you to know that it's in its position. Now I grab the monitor and I come out to anywhere I like it. If I'm standing up, like I'm doing right now, I could tilt it more upwards. Or if I'm sitting down, I could have it very low, whatever I like. So that's why we came up with the MagniLink One. And now I'm actually going to move the big desktop, and I know I'm sliding out the picture. I'm going to remove the zip. We're done with these products because now we're going to focus on the MagniLink One, 2. On the back, I grab my AC adapter, I plug it in, there you go. I turn it on the button on the left of the screen. It says on off, and it will boot up. While it's booting up, I will grab the new model that Kimberly mentioned with an XY table. And Kimberly also mentioned that these products are not coming including a case. So this is the case. Orange zippers, allowing the user to find them easily. Handle, shoulder strap, so I can easily bring it with me like that. The bag comes with hard sides, so it stands up very nicely and it's protecting the unit very well. When I open the bag, I have two pockets. If I tilt it towards you, you can see it's black and a lot of orange sides, allowing you to find the product easier, or maybe to find how to take out the product easier. There we go. This is the one with the integrated XY table that I will place on the table. Like that. I will grab my second AC adapter, plug it in. I do the same thing. I grab next to the camera, pull it upwards. I grab the monitor to whatever position I prefer, and I turn it on. Now they are side by side, and I will slide in two documents underneath. Let's see if we can, that should work fine. There we go. So if we start with the one on, I guess it will be your right, it's my left. It says zoom on the big orange knob in the center. And Kimberly mentioned that we are now changing from dark blue knobs to orange knobs, even on this product. And that is what we have on all our products. I simply just turn the knob and it will zoom in and out. We updated the zoom speed on the new MagniLink One 2. It was a little slower before. We had some feedback that people thought that was too slow, so we increased the speed on the zoom, the steps. If I choose to press the zoom knob, it will turn off autofocus. So for example, if I'm going to do a lot of writing, sometimes the camera wants to focus on my hand instead of the paper. That could be one example where I want to press the knob to lock autofocus, or turn off autofocus. When I do, so I'll do that now, I don't know if you will see this over the video, but the on-off button is starting to flashing. That's telling me that autofocus is turned off. I simply just press the knob again to turn the autofocus back on. Between the two orange knobs, I have two buttons. They are all tactile, so if I feel them, I have 3 lines, and here is like a half moon. The one on the left will take me to full color or natural color. That's where we are now. So if let's see, we have a lot of magnification here. If I put under my hand, it's true color, full color, natural color, whatever you like to call it. On my right, the button will take me through a cycle of contrasts. When I have found the one that works for me, if I need one, I can read the text, let's say on white text on black background like we have now, but then I might have a picture on the same page, or I might change page and get a picture, or I just want to take a quick look on my nails, or whatever it is. I need full color. Like I said, the one on the left will quickly take me back to full color. Now, when I'm starting to read again, it remembers my last used contrast. So it makes it very easy to use and productive instead of going through the cycle each and every time. So I can easily go back and forth between full color and my favorite contrast, if I like to use one. The knob on your right will be brightness. So if I'm in full color, I can make it lighter and darker, depending on, of course, the environmental light and my need and my sensitivity. Here you can see me moving the paper with my hand. So this is what we call a plate. It's a fixed plate underneath. So I have to slide my paper over the plate. Kimberly mentioned that one of the news is that we have added a version or a model with an integrated XY tray. That's the one we have here. So it's now locked, so I can lock the XY tray, or I can add some friction to it by just sliding these orange tabs coming out. So you have friction in both directions, X and Y. In this case, I'm sliding the XY tray instead of the paper. If I'm a little shaky, if I have other issues, that might be something that's helping me a lot with my reading, doing my crosswords, or signing the mails, the bills, whatever I'm doing. I mentioned that they are in 17.3-inch monitors, both of them. They are doing the near reading. They come without the battery, so there is no battery option. The one without the XY tray is 9.7 pounds in weight, and the one with the integrated XY tray adds a couple of pounds, so it's 14.3 pounds. Again, it's all about, on this product I should say, it's all about the simplicity. Very simple, few knobs, few buttons, no hidden things. It's very straightforward. Turn on, do your thing, turn off, move it from one room to another if you'd like to, turn it back on, up and running. Very simple. I also know, or I've heard, that it's not always about moving the product around. It could also be that the footprint. Some of these bigger machines, the MagniLink Vision that you saw me having here on the desk in the beginning, takes too much space in my apartment or where I'm living. Or it could be, I like the idea of just being able to store this away over the weekend when I'm having friends coming over for dinner, anything like that. I can just put it in the closet, and there we go. For those of you who are familiar with the MagniLink One and now somewhat with the MagniLink One 2, I will just point out the news. A new model with the integrated XY tray. The carrying case is always included in both versions. The knobs, the color on the knobs are changed from dark blue to orange. There is some new hardware, camera, electronics inside that neither you or myself can see, but behind the scenes, there are new electronics and a new camera, making a crisper image, and also we worked hard on the contrasts, making the dark colors darker and the light colors lighter, so the contrast will be even better or more powerful. And to do that, we trimmed the software. So there are quite a few updates on this product.